Well, good evening and welcome to this brand new Vodcast. It is called The Robin's Nest, and we're very excited to be able to bring you your very own podcast for your club, and it's going to be fully interactive. So we want to hear from you. So if you want to get in touch, please do so. Any comments, any queries, please leave them below. Obviously, if you're watching it back on YouTube, then just email us or Twitter. But if you're watching live, we do have some very special guests, and we'll introduce you to those in just a couple of ticks. But like and share as much as you can, and spread the word about hashtag Robin's Nest. I couldn't do this on my own though. Please welcome our first very special guest, is club legend Mr. Scott Murray. I believe you've been here for quite a while.
I've been here a few years now. I think I made my debut about 21 years ago, so it's a very long time, yeah. Very long time.
You look good for it though, this skin.
Thank
Amazing.
You. Yeah, moisturiser, very good moisturiser.
You've done a few jobs as well, haven't you, whilst you've been here?
I've done one or few. I think I've obviously started as a player and then commercial department, and then as I said, I've done a few now the kit man, so it's been good fun.
What did you do in the commercial department?
We used to phone up companies on Monday, only if we'd won, just to make sure they had a good experience at Ashton Gate. So
right.
I think that was good fun. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Are there any other jobs that you'd like to do?
There's probably only one left. Probably Scrumpy.
Really?
I'd like to get in amongst Scrumpy and have a little dance. And
not the gaffer?
No chance. No, that's a bit too stressful for me. I think I'd rather get the costume on and have a laugh with everybody.
Good man. So Scotty is going to be with us for every single vodcast. He is the legend. He is the main star of this show. But joining us on the Bristol City sofas in the Robin's Nest for our very first vodcast, our very special guests, Josh Brownhill and Callum O'Dowda. Everybody clap. Yeah! So Josh, what does it feel like to be the first guests on our show?
Yeah, we feel quite special. Obviously, there's a bit of a talk about it, who's going to be on, and to be named on it first, yeah, it's pretty special.
Cal, it's slightly odd being in here because this is actually the real home dressing room, but instead of being sat on your benches, you've got all the names around the side, you're sat on a sofa.
Yeah, normally we'd be preparing for a game, but this is a lot more comfortable than what it would normally be, so okay. Yeah, it's nice.
Scotty, you must have some dirt on these two. What are these boys like behind the scenes?
I think Callum, I think he says to me, he's actually, when he was a kid at the Kassam Stadium, he was a ball boy once.
Okay.
And then when I played, I think he said I scored, and then I think in frustration he's taken the ball and kicked it out the stadium. I think at the Kassam there's only 3 stands there, so I think he's booted it over the wall and it aimed for the team coach. So I think Brownie, he's probably one of the nicer lads. I think he's a good lad, good laugh. Apart from asking me to clean his boots a few times, but he's a very good dancer as well. So I think we picked a good 2 to start off with.
Good. More on Josh's dancing a little bit later on. So we're here. It's nice and relaxed, chill out. It's Gary Lineker. I am not. It's not supposed to be particularly serious. So we've got our beverages here. Water. Scotty, what's happened to?
I've got my own special case here.
Oh. Let's have a look.
I always take my own little
show it to the camera.
Little bunch.
Let's have a look at that.
So I've got a little can of Brew. So I usually have a couple of cans of these every 10 minutes.
Really?
So that'll do.
Every 10 minutes?
Yeah. It keeps me going. That's my energy. So I'll have that today. Perfect.
Josh, what's it like having Scotty around the club?
Can we say annoying? No, it's a good laugh, to be fair. Obviously, before coming into the club, I didn't really know much about Scotty Murray, to be fair. And then come in, you kind of realise how much of a legend he is for the club. And it's nice to have him around the training ground, being the kit man, because he does, to be fair, have a laugh every day with everyone. So it keeps us going sometimes.
Are you enjoying this, lapping up the banter?
I quite enjoyed it, to be fair. As I said, we picked a very good bunch to have the spot. So I think it's like Morecambe and Wise, these two.
Morecambe and Wise. You do spend quite a lot of time together, from sort of sitting next to each other in the dressing room to hanging out outside. Give us a bit of an insight into your relationship. So when did you become the best of pals?
Do you know what? It was probably when I first joined, the gaffer said to me, actually, you get on well with Josh. So I think it was since then. We were roomies on the tour. I think we went on tour a couple of days after I signed.
We did to La Manga, wasn't it?
It was La Manga, wasn't it? And we were roomies. So to be fair, since then.
Yeah, since the first couple of days really that we came to the club, and then it's just
inseparable.
Yeah, it's gone up since then.
So how much time do you actually spend together? Do you live? Is it like Ant and Dec? Do you sort of like live next to each other? Is it like always around each other?
We almost did, to be fair. We almost. I mean, my apartment where I live is opposite Jens's. Like you walk out my door and Jens is there, and before Jens was in it, Callum was in it, and I moved from Portishead, to be fair, and got in the apartments, but he just moved out.
Yeah, I think it probably would have been a bit carnage if we were opposite each other. Cause I've got my girlfriend as well living with me, and I'd probably be spending a lot of time with Josh.
She won't be happy.
She'd probably feel a little bit left out, I think.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, she definitely would. So.
Do you ever fall out, Cal? Do you ever kind of have like little tiffs? Do you ever get annoyed with each other?
During games, I mean, as it should be, we've had a few, you know, arguments during games. You know, if I pass it to him, or he passes it to me, or you know, or try to run a blah blah blah. But outside of football, I don't think we've ever.
We yet to have our first argument.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It might be tonight. You never know.
Who knows?
You never know.
If he doesn't stitch me up on it, then
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you've got any questions for Josh or for Cal or for Scotty, then please make sure you get in touch and like and share and spread the word about hashtag Robin's Nest. Let's talk a little bit about Christmas, because you had an incredible amount of games in a very short period of time, and it was Christmas as well. So, Cal, how much of a Christmas do you actually get to have, really?
Do you know what? You don't really. I remember someone saying to me years ago, your Christmas is in May now, when it's the off season. But it's in a way it is good because you're playing games and stuff. But then sometimes you don't spend as much time with your family, which is annoying. But you're doing what you love. So there's also the flip side of it. But I remember last year when I was injured, I got a bit of time off, so it felt a bit weird to spend Christmas at home and have a few days there.
Josh, did you have to come in on Christmas Day?
No, we didn't. We actually, because of the result that we got at Derby and the previous one before that, I think he gave it us off, which is always good because you get to spend more of the day with your family. For me, I had my mum, little sister, and dad down at my apartment. I didn't get to see like my brothers and stuff. So that's say over Christmas, just want to see your family and nieces and nephews and stuff. But you said there's games, you know, there's games to be won and to play in, and which you'd rather be.
And Scotty, for you, very busy time. So from a sort of like from a kit perspective, bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, I think I remember we came in one Christmas day under actually the gaffer's dad. So we were given the choice, train early morning or late evening. So we trained late evening on the pitch. And Jamie McCoom, who played here at the time, I always remember this. He's booted the ball up so high in the sky, obviously, and he's not shouted anything. It's hit me in the head, and one of my false teeth fell out. So I think no, but it was it's hard work. I think all the Christmas period, all the games you play, I think it's a nightmare. And as I said, you get used to it as a player. I think, and as I said, it makes up for it. So it's it is hard at times.
Just before Christmas, we had a little interview at the gala dinner, and I asked you whether you were going to exchange gifts, and there was some chat about there being like a price limit and a sort of Secret Santa type thing. Josh, what did you end up getting Cal for Christmas?
It was quite weird because we both got each other similar presents, really. I got him some aftershave, and I opened up mine, and it was aftershave back at me. So I don't know whether it's a bit of a hint whether we stink or what.
Lynx Africa.
Lynx box set, yeah.
No, typical Lynx, yeah.
And any New Year's resolutions as yet? We are now sort of into January. Cal, have you got anything that you're trying to work on in 2019?
Do you know what? I don't have anything, to be fair.
Should he have one, Josh?
Should I? Is there anything you can think of, maybe?
Off the top of my head.
Or the fans, maybe?
Yeah.
If you can think of any.
Yeah.
But
Any New Year's resolutions that you think Cal or Josh should have, please get in contact. We'd love to hear from you. So, as far as all the kit is concerned, I'm very interested in the kit because there's quite a lot of it, isn't there? And over Christmas, your laundry ladies weren't in.
Yeah, I think the laundry ladies have a few days off over Christmas, so I tend to have to do the washing. But as I said, I don't mind at all. And as I said, it's a lot of training, and the large, but as I said, you get used to it. So I think we were lucky pretty this year because the two games over Christmas were both at home.
Yeah.
So we Boxing Day at home, and then we'd Rotherham the 29th at home. So it was nice, to be fair. I think most teams probably play 2 games away, so I think they were pretty easy to be fair.
And because you were a player, and a very good one at that, do you find it easier as a kit man to sort of experience both sides?
To be fair, I come in, I usually get in about 6 o'clock, so I'm usually finished by 7:30, 8 up the training ground, so I think I prefer getting it all done when there's nobody about, so I think it's usually still dark when I'm finished, so it's good. But no, as I said, it is enjoyable. I really enjoyed my job, to be fair, and as I said, we've got a great bunch of lads, and all young lads as well, so I'm like a granddad figure.
You did say not so long ago that the only way you were going to get out of Ashton Gate is in a box.
Or a scrumpy outfit.
Or a scrumpy outfit.
One of them two.
Okay, so let's move on, and we're going to reflect a little bit on 2018 now. Now, chaps, what we've got here is a montage of goals that the media team put together, and then they asked the fans to choose the best ones. So let's take a look at the best goals of 2018.
In comes Pat! Well, at the moment it's a consolation, but it's something for Bristol City to celebrate.
Well, some cracking goals there. Marlon was chosen as the winner, but Josh, you were in there as well, so presumably you have a disagreement about that.
Yeah, should have been mine.
I think, yeah.
Should have been
Sorry,
mine.
it
The
should have
build-up
been
played.
I think
For
your
my
farm
goal.
actually gets a touch in the end, so
4. If he got a touch on that, that would have been
thinking
great.
Farm's probably got 2 goals there.
No, to be fair, Marlon's goal was good. I remember, so I was just behind him actually, and the guy met the ball, played in the air, and I thought, I'm going to head it. And I was just seeing his greasy hair just come across and
Greasy hair,
put it,
He was
back
due-
across goal.
He was due a trim then.
Oh, he was due to him, he'll be the first one to tell you.
Yeah.
nice hair though.
But it was, not then he didn't. But no, to be fair, his goal was very good, and he probably deserved it, I think, as well against Man City. It's a really big game where man was just, I think they won 3-0 or something. Last goal maybe.
I think Famara's one was good as well.
Yeah.
The one at Barnsley, that was actually a really good goal.
So when it comes to this sort of thing, obviously you sort of pair off, and people have to kind of, is there any other big strong friendships in the group? Who else hangs out with who else?
Jack Hunt and Andy Vyman force it. They try.
Really?
Around the training ground,
Yeah.
because they're jealous, obviously, aren't they, of how much of our good friendship that we have, and they try and, they've got a really good friendship.
It's like a competition.
Yeah,
isn't
it's like
it?
a competition. Yeah.
Like who's better to who, and
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
I
we'll
mean,
have to get them 2 on.
Yeah, let's get them to
There we go. We'll get them 2 on, then we'll see what they say.
Yeah,
about it.
we'll see what they
see
say.
if they got anything for each other for Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's like it's almost like a bit of a rivalry then,
It's
like a
definitely
couple's
getting
rivalry.
there. It's
Yeah.
definitely getting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think Webby and Marlon are.
Yeah,
Well, to be fair, Marlon bounces around a little bit. For example, when he's playing FIFA, he's a new partner. When he's sharing a room away, it's another one.
Right.
He's. I don't. The problem must be with him, so I don't think he can get.
I think they change
Close
next to
of
each other
anyone.
as well, so
Huh?
they change next to each other as well, so they probably
Yeah.
spend a lot of time
Do you
together.
always, when you go away, do you always stay in? Do you have like room buddies that you always stay with? Are you two always together, for example, or do you switch it up?
No,
Yeah,
unless someone's injured and not travelled, then we'll change it up. But no, we've been pretty much together since.
Day one, really.
Yeah, day one. Yeah, we haven't really been apart really.
Cal, worst other Bristol City player that you've roomed with, and why they were the worst.
Oh.
You'll pick somebody who's not
I'm
here
trying to
anymore.
think of who I've roomed with.
I don't think.
Other
I think
than
I've
you.
always been. I
Well,
don't think I've missed
been
an away
injured,
game.
haven't I?
Yeah, I don't think I've missed an away game.
Do you know, I was with Tammy on his first trip,
So what you're saying,
because you were injured, I think.
Yeah.
Tammy's first game was Wickham, I think it was.
Was it? I didn't. I
Wickham
didn't
away,
play.
and you didn't play. Tammy was an alright roomie, to be
He was
fair.
alright?
Yeah, he was.
A lot
he
better than
was-
Josh, or
No, I'm sorry. He wasn't as good as Josh, but
Oh
yeah,
dear.
other than that, no, I haven't actually roomed with anyone else.
Your worst roommate over the years?
I roomed with Lewis Carey for 10 years, and I'm rooming with Tarty at the moment. So I think.
Do people know who Tarty is?
I don't know.
What does he actually do?
He's everything.
He does everything. He's literally I think he's called the equipment manager.
Right.
He looks after everything.
Okay.
If you have a problem,
if
you
have
go
a problem,
to Phil.
Really?
It could be any problem,
Any
any
problem.
sort of problem.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a certain thing. I'm talking about you can name something random.
Your dishwasher's broken down.
He's
fix
outside.
that.
Really?
He will fix
He'll
that.
fix it.
He's got
The
so
parts
much
from a
tape
wash
in his
machine.
pocket, he'll fix it.
Yeah.
A man with tape. Tarty, the man with tape. What more do we need to know? Let's take a look now at 2019. We've talked a little bit about New Year's resolutions and stuff, but let's talk now about some goals that have been scored so far in 2019, because, of course, it's been a fairly good start to the year for both of you. Let's have a look at what a good start it's been. Check this out. Fantastic. Callum obviously scored at Stoke, your second goal of the season, and ended up in a bit of a pylon. Do they not hurt?
Do you know what? It's quite funny watching that, because that's one of the first times I've seen it back, and I just remember it was only Famara Diédhiou, what I remember, and he wouldn't let go of me.
Right.
I was trying to get off to go celebrate, and then as soon as I got away from him, I could just see his face like that, looking at me. It was quite funny, but nah, it was nice that secured the win, I think, as well at Stoke. So that was a good feeling.
Do you spend a lot of time thinking about how you might celebrate? Because celebrations are a thing, aren't they?
I think so, but then sometimes it's a bit in the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, when you get your adrenaline when you score,
Yeah.
you sometimes forget. A lot of times when I've scored, forget the actual goal sometimes because of how quickly you turn. Adrenaline goes.
Which is a problem for us media when we say, "Oh, take us through the goal." And you go, "Oh, sorry."
Well, Stoke was a problem for me because that's the only place I've ever been sent off in my whole career.
Is it really?
Stoke City, yeah.
A red
I got
card.
the first yellow card was somebody played it down the line. I put my hand up, yellow card. And then the second yellow card, I think it was in the 94th minute. Allegedly, I dived
Really?
in the penalty box. That obviously I got caught and it should have been a penalty. But I got
So you
sent
didn't
off
dive?
instead. Well, no. The
Get
referee,
a smirk.
the referee called it simulation.
It's right. You don't do anything now.
Yeah,
is it?
you're not going to get
I'm
done.
not
that,
allowed. It was a penalty. Fact. Fact.
Joshua, your celebration, the dance. Talk us through that. Where did it come from?
Well, there's a song that Jada Silver and Lloyd Kelly play in the changing rooms, and them two were showing me the dance, and they did the dance in the changing room, and I did it one day in the changing room, and I think for a bit we were just saying that if we score that we'd do it, and obviously I scored, celebrated, and then seeing Jay coming through the pack, and yeah,
How did you manage to spot him?
I know it was difficult, but he got through, and yeah, we just did the dance.
Very good. The inner sanctum in here, you talked about like music beforehand. Cal, what is the atmosphere like in this dressing room before you go out there?
It's loud. It's very loud, actually. I think it's Josh. You're a little bit in charge of the music. I think
It's Marlon. He's got some good music choice. He knows how to get from a bit chill when you come in, and knows the right time to turn it up a little bit. But yeah, in his absence, I've play some music and
I
sometimes
remember
before.
it was at Stoke, wasn't it? You played a couple of songs before. You sneak in just before and play your
Yeah, I like to play a few songs before he gets in.
his own
of my
personal
choice. Yeah,
favourite.
my choice,
Yeah. And I remember you
then
played
he-
it
and
twice.
then he- yeah, I played the song twice. Yeah, and he comes in and quickly turns it off
We used
and
to play
puts his
ABBA.
music on.
ABBA?
That ABBA. That's
Did
what
you
we used to
really?
play,
Yeah.
ABBA.
Voulez-vous?
Take that. Ace of Base.
The classics.
Yeah.
Gosh, back in the day. Now, I've always wondered, when you go away and the media team have got you coming off the bus, you've got the headphones on, is there anything going on? Or is it just silent?
Yeah, sometimes it depends. If I have headphones on, I will be listening to music. I think a lot of lads like to listen to their own music before, like, on the way to the game, because it could bring back memories from playing football, or just gets them in the mood for playing. Really, I know my one just gets me in the mood to play.
Because I guess it kind of, Cal, sort of isolates you a bit so you can concentrate. Because, I mean, the only time I see you two guys and the rest of the team is on a match day, and you are so focused and in the zone, and I guess you have to be, because at that point you're steering the ship, right?
Yeah, you do, and you see a lot of players, even still in the dressing room, have their headphones in the whole time. I know a couple that do it normally, and yeah, I think you're spot on there. They isolate themselves and really focus, and how are they going to make an impact on the game.
Any other pre-match superstitions? Do you have to do a tape something? Does the left boot have to go on before the right?
I'm not very superstitious, actually.
I'm not that I know of.
Oh, do you know what though? We do kind of have the same meal, don't we?
Yeah.
Like, we'll always have the same. I've noticed that. Like, I'll always have the same breakfast, or like
and
the same
pre-match, yeah.
pre-match.
It's brought up the same, and it's not really superstition, but, like, just the way I get my kit ready, like what I put on first, second, like it's the same sort of order for all my games, but it's not really superstitious. It's more of a habit of just doing it.
And do you, like, if it's a home game, do you car share? Is it like Peter Cage, you come in together? Or do you drive separately?
No, we
Yeah,
drive
we drive
separately, because a lot of time my family will be here and they'll like to get in the car, and even if not, I just like to drive on my own. Even to training, I don't really car share, do I? mean, Callum's an early bird, likes to get up early in the morning, where
Yeah? You're an early starter?
I'm a
Yeah.
struggle to get up early in the morning.
I don't know what it is. As soon as I wake up, I'm up. That's it. I can't go back to sleep. So, but to be fair, I need to do a lot of work beforehand on training, like the muscle activation, all that. So, got to do everything properly. So,
The preparation must be, incredible for certainly for training and match days. Is that now just part of your? I mean, it must be really annoying, for example, not being able to have an iron brew.
But they're probably happy about that. I've seen what these lads do now. It's frightening compared to when I played. That all the tablets and the stuff they do before training and everything. We literally, if you trained at 10:30, we used to get at 10.
20 Bensons, pint of miles, you're off.
So honestly, we'd get at 10. We'd do a couple of bits and bobs, have a strap, and if you have one, then train. That was it.
Yeah.
I even think from me, when I first broke through, from what I seen when I was 17 to now, it's just totally
amazing,
different.
isn't
Like
it?
what people eat, well, especially this group anyway, is a really good group for what they eat and drink, and how everybody recovers. It's second to none, really.
yeah, I say the recovery has changed quite a lot, but there's always like a new thing, isn't there? Everyone to try and get the edge over everyone else. But I'd say the recovery's really gone up a notch. Everything that we're wearing and what we got to do, but that could also be going up standard as well. I know I was in League 2 at Oxford, and being here, you do notice a change. It's very professional.
They're like machines now. They're literally like machines.
Do you? I've seen quite a lot of the tubes that go on the legs.
Oh yeah.
What's all that about?
It's called a Normatec.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Inflatable pants.
yeah, you feel like the Michelin Man, really, don't
Yeah.
you? It's all to do with compression and basically like a massage, but doing it yourself, really.
Right. Okay.
To your legs.
So it's
and
for recovery.
yeah, it's for recovery, and it pressurizes it. I don't know. We don't really ask many questions with
We
it.
just do what we're
You
told.
just do it.
We just do what we're
Yeah.
told.
That's
And
it. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
And Josh, did you ever do the cryo? Because that was that looked terrible.
Yeah, we do that pretty much once a week, near enough. Yeah, it's difficult. It never gets easier, no matter what. It's 3 minutes and minus
Yes.
40
It's like an
degrees.
ice chamber.
It's like
which-
Scotland then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like going home
Like
for you.
Scotland, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a little phone box, isn't it? Like just
Yeah.
fits one person in it.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
we'll have to get you in
3
it.
minutes is a long time when you're in there just on your own, realise how cold it is, but you get the benefits from it when you go to the next game. You can feel that you're.
They get hat and gloves now.
Hat and gloves.
We
to
get
go.
hat
Yeah,
and
we get all
gloves.
that
Hat
stuff.
and gloves,
but
and,
then
and just pants, isn't it? And then
Yeah.
you go.
if
Yeah.
you think about it though, it's only 3 minutes of your day, so
I guess so.
you just get in, bear it, and
Put a song on, and
Just
then by
one
the time the
song.
song
Put a song on.
you
Yeah,
out.
that's what you
That's
got to
gotta be
think.
a good
It's
song.
only a song to that, so.
Yeah. Very good. More chat from the boys on the way very shortly indeed. Don't forget, please like, share, interact, and of course we have got a game this weekend as well. So make sure you get your tickets, bcfc.co.uk, and if you join up to become a Bristol City Forever member, you get a free ticket as well for our game on Saturday as well. Now then, let's move on and talk about the FA Cup. Another goal for you, Brownie. That must have been very satisfying.
Yeah, it was. So I've been quite close recently in the last few games. I've hit some good strikes. I've had a few shots, and I was getting a little bit frustrated that none of them went in really. But yeah, it's nice to to get one in the FA Cup. It's always nice to score in it, and against a Premier League side as well.
And Bolton is our fourth round opponent. Cal, your thoughts?
I'm happy with it. I think it's a bit of a strange one because we're playing them on Saturday, so it's quite ironic in a way.
Yeah.
But it's a home tie as well, so I'm pleased with that. But yeah, just highlighting what Josh said, it's another Premier League side. Going back to last year, what we did, then it's pretty promising.
Okie dokie. Talking of the FA Cup, let's just have a little look about this. Of course, it's always the opening weekend of the year in 2019. And before we have some more chat with the boys, let's take a little look at some New Year's hopes from some of our fans.
Well, 2018 has been one hell of a year for Bristol City. It started with that end to the Carabao Cup run at the hands to Manchester City in the end. It was a fine end by Bristol City. Then we saw plans unveiled for the brand new development here at Ashton Gate as well. And now Bristol City find themselves on an 8-run unbeaten run over Christmas as well. Stoke City were the victims on New Year's Day. Huddersfield are the opponents today here in the Emirates FA Cup. Now we're going to go and find some fans just to see how they're feeling at the halfway stage of this season.
I think unbeaten in 8. Recently, we've been picking up the form a bit, about 7 points off the playoffs now, so I think we could really sort of push for possible promotion this year. I think it's good to get a bit of.
We might make top 4.
Yeah, I think we could possibly push playoffs this year.
We need a couple of players in the forward line, but apart from that, I'm very pleased. A good win today would be marvellous. Give us some sort of, encouragement for the future.
It would have to be said that over the last 8 games, we've looked a better side, and players that we've hoped were going to deliver something are beginning to deliver.
I don't think we could ask for anything else really with the squad we got. Easy as that. I think we're in the right position at this stage in the season.
Yeah, we're as good a place as you can be. And at the end of the day, you're right. This league doesn't get decided even in January. It gets decided in March, April, May. And if we have a good run then, well, who knows? We could be in the playoffs.
It's better than I thought it was going to be, because the way we started, it didn't look great, let's be honest. It's got a little bit better since, so 4 points off the playoffs, we might get there, we might not, I don't know. Hopefully.
Well, you've heard from the Bristol City fans here today for the game between Bristol City and Huddersfield in the Emirates FA Cup. Plenty of highlights for them for 2018, whether it was the ending of that Carabao Cup run against Manchester City or the signings of Nicky Mayempa or Thomas Callas in the summer. Plenty of reasons to be optimistic, but for now, we'll head back to you, Downsy and Scotty.
Ah, the lovely Toby Osborne there. He's got quite a large head. Anyway, I work with him.
I'm glad you said that.
I work with him. He's one of my friends.
He'll be right.
Not anymore.
So, listen, there's some questions coming in. Thank you very much for your questions. Please keep them coming in. Here is a question. Scotty, what is it like as a kit man from Steve?
Very enjoyable. I love it. He said it's probably the next best thing to not playing.
Okay.
I think because you're involved in the dressing room, the lads every day, having a laugh and a joke.
Can you
It's
still?
good.
Are you still part of the sort of like the lads rather than the sort of the management and the suits? Or do you sort
probably
of
stuck in the middle? I think.
stuck in the middle?
Yeah, probably stuck in the middle. I think. No, I just try and have a laugh and joke. as much as I
That
can.
certainly comes across. Cal, your favourite moment at Bristol City so far from Tommy Lawrence?
Favourite moment? Do you know what? It was probably when the boys beat Man United. I know it wasn't for me, but I remember sat there behind the bench and I couldn't get up that quick because I had my leg in a cast. But it was a great moment, and it was nice to see it all on Facebook and Instagram not that long ago, of it being a year ago.
Was it a huge frustration to not be able to play?
Yeah, it was, but in a way, it was nice to be a part of it still. Being in the dressing room and stuff, it was
everybody
nice.
still talks about it. The fans, the
Oh,
staff,
yeah.
the coaches, everybody. What has been your favourite away ground to play at this season, please, Josh?
Probably Stoke. Recently, I think it was an important win for us. As an ex-Premier League team, it's come down and to win 2-0 clean sheet away from home. I think that was probably my favourite away game to be fair this season with the ground as well. I mean, the stadium's not bad either, is it?
It's all right. Scotty, your favourite away ground?
I always got a good reception at Cardiff, at Ninian Park, so that's probably one of my favourite ones. So I think I always enjoy playing there.
What's it like going back to, like for example, Medeski or places where you've been before?
Yeah, it is enjoyable. I think it's like Stoke, as you said, the weekend. They're probably one of the loudest stadiums about, I think, as well. So it's good. Like the big stadiums and big crowds are obviously the best ones, really. So I think we're lucky in the Championship because every stadium is more or less full every weekend. So it's great atmospheres.
Cal, how about you?
I did enjoy Stoke, but I enjoyed Derby recently. That was good.
And is it just like the atmosphere, the environment, the fans that travel away?
Yeah, it is normally. When you're playing against the real big teams that have come down, they're always good ones to play against. But then again, I did enjoy playing at Cardiff as well. So like what Scotty said, but prefer playing here if I'm being honest. Yeah.
Josh, what is it like? Obviously the fans are watching now. How much of a difference does it make when they are loud and noisy and behind you?
I don't think they realise how much it actually does inspire us in the game and how much has an effect on us. They've been great, and when they've been at the best is when probably we've been our best as well. And it appears on we could be 1-0 down towards coming to the end of the game, and if it's a little bit flat, obviously they're not happy we're getting beat, but if they get behind us even more, it can spur us on to go get the equaliser. I think when you hear the songs getting chanted around the ground, it's a really good feeling. I think it's a massive impact on games. When you go to away to, recently went away to Leeds. I mean, for me it's not a great ground for different reasons, but when how loud they are, it inspires them to kick on, and I think when we get that here, it's an unbelievable atmosphere.
And can you actually hear, because so many fans will shout and give you advice and direction, and as does the gaffer, as does the coaches. When you're in the moment, do you hear any of that?
I think you do. I think when you're playing, you don't really hear many individual shouts, but when it goes out for like a throw-in, you do hear a lot of that.
And it helps, if you go take a throw-in or you go into the corner and they clap you or they shout your name or they say things to you. Yeah, it's encouraging.
A brilliant question has come in here from Bilbo Baggins. Thank you, Bilbo. A serious question, lads, he says. Making a cup of tea. Is it tea bag first, then water, or water first, then tea bag?
What about you? What do you do?
I put tea bag in first.
Yeah.
Tea bag in first?
Is that like a trick question?
But what about
I was thinking,
milk? Does
I
the
don't
milk
think I've
go
ever
in
done.
first, or...?
No, it's tea bag.
Tea bag,
With
water,
a
milk, surely, not sugar.
Yeah.
Tea bag, sugar.
Take the tea bag out.
Then
Yeah.
water.
You take the tea bag out, yeah.
Then milk.
Right, so milk goes in last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We've all agreed.
What do you do?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
What does he do? Ask him.
Yeah, what do you do?
I feel like we're doing
I
it
think
wrong.
Bilbo puts his milk in first, then his sugar, then his tea bag, and then leaves the water out, I think.
Matty England asked Scotty, how would you fare out on the wing now, my friend?
Not very well. I struggle on a Sunday as it is now, so I think, as you said, the lads nowadays, it's a lot quicker. I think everyone's proper athletes, so I think, I don't know how I would feel, but
We've seen
I
him
don't
in
know.
training.
Yeah, we've seen a bit in training.
Is it you got a bit of a dark horse?
No.
Still got a bit.
Still got it?
Still got a bit.
Yeah. The problem is, if you were only quick, then you haven't got any pace, then you're struggling.
Fair.
So, yeah.
Don't forget, if you've got any questions for the boys, please do get in touch. You can comment below and we'll put those questions. Like, share. We want to get this to as many Bristol City fans as we can. It's your vodcast, so if you've got any suggestions about features we could do or things that we could get the boys to do, then please do get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. Of course, the game on Saturday is the one, bcfc.co.uk, if you want to come along to Bolton. And don't forget, of course, if you become a Bristol City Forever member, then you get a free ticket as well. Right, let's move on. And well, of course, we've been talking a lot about the fans. We've been talking a lot about the support, but occasionally you like to give back to the fans. So we've got something on VT. Let's just have a little look at this moment where Joshy pleased one of the supporters. Have a look at this. There we go. Showing your appreciation. Then how does somebody give a top tip now? How does somebody get a shirt off your back?
It's, I don't know, maybe wave, make as much noise as possible. For then I already had it sort of pre-planned in my head.
So you never asked the kit man if he'd give you a shot?
No, and that's why I came in after the game and he wasn't happy.
So how much of a pain does it become to you?
I actually spotted him doing it, so that's... And I knew
he was trying to stop me.
So he's
probably, yeah, probably.
So I've seen him walk in with just his Under Armour shirt, and I went like that. Brownie, where's your shirt, mate? Ah? So I knew anyway.
Fan rubbed it off me.
So yeah, I just said I end up printing it, so it's, yeah.
So you have to do a whole new shirt. Now, are the shirts that the boys wear the same as the ones that we buy in the shop?
No. The lads, we've got special pro fit ones, so they're a nice snug fit. So
why are you smiling?
You started smiling at me. So it's a nice snug fit, yeah. Snug fit. So yeah.
I don't think I'd fit in one. Let's put it that way.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah. So when someone gives away a shirt, you then have to go and do a whole new setup.
So usually what happens on a Monday morning, I'll put all the training kit out with the training log, and I'll come down here. The girls will have washed all the kit, I'll check all the shirts, see who's give away or lost or took the shirt home, and then usually on a Thursday, the day off, I've usually got about 7 or 8 shirts to print.
Come into training, give us abuse about giving our
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of hassle off this guy?
To be fair though, I do ask.
He does, to be fair.
Yeah, I like
never asked
to.
me one shirt,
Do you know?
that's fine.
Do you
But you know what? I don't.
For what?
Like if I can.
He
Scotty,
usually
can you
asks
swap
me.
No,
shirts?
because no, because it's more a spirit of the moment, really. I mean, I did plan that one before because it was Christmas. They, 2-1 games over Christmas. They, fans come to it, and it was a good win, last minute. And I was going round, and I just saw the little lad, and he was clapping, and I thought, why not just go over? I mean, they've supported us very well over the year, and it's a nice Christmas present to give to somebody. It's easy for us to give away our shirts, Scotty probably would say so, but
to
see a smile on the kid's face, after a game it's quite special.
Nice to see. Well, it's funny you should say that, because we've seen your side, we've seen you giving the shirt away. We have a little special surprise now for you, Josh.
Is he going to walk in?
Take a look at this.
He's going to get the shirt back.
So I'm here with my son George and my nephew Louis. How good was it on Saturday for Josh Brownhill to come over and give you a shirt?
Absolutely world class. Absolutely mint.
Brilliant. And how did you get Josh Brownhill's attention to come over?
Just clapping what we do every game. Yep, trying to get Callum a Dowell this shirt.
Well, maybe next time. Have you got a message for the rest of the team then for the rest of the season?
Don't lose, and all the best.
Brilliant. And what do you intend to do with Josh's shirt?
I'm going to frame it and put it on my bedroom wall, so you better take it off now.
Oh, okay.
So Cal, they're after yours next. So how do we get your shirt?
Just be very loud and wave those arms about. No, I would.
I know them.
Do you?
I can't. I honestly
Is this
can't.
an inside job?
I
Do you actually
actually
know?
know Rob. Yeah, Rob, the geezer that had Brownie shirt on, and little Louis plays in my son's football team on
Really?
Sunday. So I think Sunday for my lad's footy game, I'm going to go up there and get that shirt back.
Okay.
So yeah, Brownie, I'll be getting that back. Cheers.
Just a reminder that we are live. This is the Robin's Nest. It is the official Bristol City vodcast. A little technical glitch earlier on. We won't dwell on that, but we are now live. So if you do want to put a question to Josh or Callum, please do comment and like and share. And we've got some more here. So Emily Stoyle says, what inspired Callum to play football, please?
What inspired me? Do you know what? When I think of that, I remember when I was 6 years old, I think it was. And first of all, I love football, but my nan was really good to me when I was younger, and I really wanted to do well for her as well and all my family. But I just loved the game as well, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the main thing.
Josh, how old were you when you first decided it was going to be your career?
Well, it's funny. So I think I was 3 at the time, and I was just apparently I was moaning about football. I used to go on a park, me and my dad, and play football, and it was a team. I think it started at 5, and I used to moan that I couldn't play. Like, I want to join in. And my dad got fed up and said, he went and asked the coach, can I join in? Like, he's like, no, he's too small, like, he can't join in. He's like, just let him have 2 minutes in there and he'll be right. And then I ended up like joining in, and he said, I'll bring him back, sort of thing. So I was, my dad was saying I was free, and then when I was 6, I started. That's when I went into a team.
Good
properly.
stuff. Scotty's greatest goal, someone's asked.
My greatest goal.
Yeah.
I remember scoring one here against Oldham on a Tuesday night. Oldham hadn't lost all season away from home. And I picked it up from inside, just by the edge of our 18-yard box, and run all the way down the end, cut inside, and then curled it in the far corner. So that was enjoyable. The celebration was rubbish as well. So
what
I
did
tried
you do?
I tried to do a Ricky Gervais, like, you know that.
Yeah.
Didn't look like nothing like that. So
How
probably that one.
How often? And excuse my ignorance, but how often did you do the ear thing? Was that just a one?
No, just against Cardiff. Yeah. Just against Cardiff, and I think it was just because I'd scored a minute before, and literally when I got the ball again, they all started booing and everything, as they do. So that just for some reason I decided just to run all the way down, and I made a few quid that day actually. Yeah.
There is a question about that. Where did I put that? There's a question to Scotty. Did you miss that penalty against Swindon deliberately? Because I had £100 on you on first goal. Yeah,
but well, he actually won them because the penalty was retaken, and I scored the second one. So I think my brother had a few quid on that as well. I think it was Tom Heaton. He was in goals. He played in goals here. He saved the first one. He's come off his line too early, and second one I've put it in. So
boom.
Yeah.
Tommy says, what's it like getting your name chanted from the stands? I think it would be the best thing that could happen to a player. Josh?
Well, it took 2.5 years, I think, for my name to get
there we go.
chanted around. No, it's it's everything through growing up. It's what you want. You want the fans to sing your name. It means you're doing something right. Or if not, it helps you during the game. And to be fair, lately I've been hearing it quite a bit, and it's a great feeling, I think, and especially when you score and it's even better. Yeah.
Any favourite chants from the fans for you, Cal?
I think I've only got one really, haven't I? About the runs down.
Yeah, what is it? Go on.
Nah, do you know what? It's really nice because it picks you up as well, and it does have a positive effect. Probably they don't notice how much. Yeah, you probably don't understand how much it actually does big you up, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It's like the fans when they sing for the team or they sing individually. I don't think they realise how much of effect it actually has on us. I think. Yeah. It has a massive effect.
Even on like the opposition, I think as well. When the team, when we're really putting the pressure on there and they're pinned back in their own half, you do think. Cause I remember, I think it was at St James's Park a couple of years ago when we played at Newcastle. I think it was when they scored their first goal, and I think the game finished. Yeah, we were 2-0 up, As soon as they're first going in, it was really hard. We were really pinned back for the last 20 odd minutes, and you can feel the effects actually.
You are incredible. So on a match day, Scotty and I sit next to each other, stand next to each other, and you're unbelievable. You're like a fidgety child.
Yeah.
You can't keep still, can
No,
you?
not at all, no.
You get so nervous. And you're sort of like darting about all the time.
No, because I work with the lads all week as well, and I see how hard they work. I think I'd probably want them in as much as anybody. I think so. I think I'm more or less kicking every ball, heading every ball, and I'm doing everything on the sideline. So
it's brilliant. He does a little commentary. It's like it's in my ear going, this is what's going to happen now. Oh no. Which is it frustrating sometimes? Would you like to get out there?
No,
again?
I'd love to get out there, but obviously I think I could probably still do it up there. But these things, not a chance. But no, I still enjoy it.
Okay, let's go back to some questions and let's have a look. Who do you guys respect in the squad? Josh.
Respect?
Who do you look up to?
Farmy, 6'4".
I think all of them, to be fair, but you got the captains in the team, Bailey and Marlon and Corey. I think, Marlon and Corey have been, here for a while. So ever since I first came here, they were, they sort of, looked after me when I first came, because I think I was 20 when I first come, so still quite young. And Bailey I've known since, I came through the youth team with Bailey. I was at Preston with him, so I've known him for a very long time now. So for him as well, so probably them three. You would say in the dressing room probably. And
Cal, for you, is there any sort of gurus that you go, yeah, do you know what? That's who I want to be.
Yeah, do you know what? I probably echo what Josh said. You have got a few leaders in our team. You look up to ones like Bailey. Marlon Pack's a big one in my eyes. I think he's been great for Bristol City since he's been here. In my eyes, yeah. But I like to think everyone's quite good in our team.
One of my neighbours, Marlon.
Is he really?
Yeah. My dog got quite close to him once. He wasn't keen. Did you move him house with your van?
I help most of the lads. If any of the lads want anything moved, then the big silver van comes and pops out in the house. Yeah,
that pops up in all sorts of locations.
I've done a few lads. Yeah.
Another question here. What do you do to chill out? This is from Paul Stevenson. What do you guys do to chill out outside of footy to relax and chill, Cal?
I've got a couple dogs, so I tend to walk them as much as I can. But also I speak to Josh a lot on the PlayStation. So we literally can't get enough of each other. So we go and play PlayStation together. So constantly chatting. But well, like I said, you got all these, especially this time of year, you're literally playing the game, recovering. So a lot of it is relaxing, watching some Netflix series and stuff, and just recovering.
Top Netflix series recommendations at the moment?
Well, I've just watched You, it's called.
I've watched that.
Yeah,
I've
just finished that, and that was good.
Yeah.
That was up there.
I watched The Sinner. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, Sinner.
I've seen both of them.
Stranger Things is good. And then you got like Power and Prison Break, and then
I watched Conor McGregor last night.
Okay.
Notorious. Brilliant. Loved it.
Nice.
And have you all watched the Man City documentary?
Yes.
What do you think?
It was good. I'm a Man City fan, so watching that was good to watch. To see inside what goes on around the dressing room and stuff, and it was obviously seeing us featuring it as well was good.
Here's Mark Hughes with a question. I don't know if it's actually the Mark Hughes. If it is, hi. Always been a fan.
Sparky.
Best banter in the squad. Who's got the best banter in the squad, Cal?
These two are not bad.
Do you know what? It's probably Pato, isn't it?
Pato.
Best?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd say worst, really.
I enjoy Pato.
No, there's a few.
I hope
people,
he's not watching this, because now that you've said that, he's gonna be honest tomorrow night.
Yeah, there's a few people who count themselves as got a good banter.
Do you know what? I'm gonna throw out there Marley as well.
Marley,
Watkins,
He's good. He's a
He's a
player
character.
favourite. probably.
Twig.
Yeah.
Also, the worst is Webby. He's got really bad.
Webby,
I hope these lads are watching this.
Yeah,
because
he's
Webby.
terrible banter. And everybody knows it. It's like his gear.
So you've gone Webby and Pato. They're the worst.
No, I put Webby as the worst.
Should we just say, we'll say Webby, yeah?
Yeah, we'll say Webby's
We'll
worst.
say
The
Webby,
best. Yeah, I got Power. I do enjoy Power. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adam Smith says, how much time do Josh and Callum spend in the gym? Do you need to go to the gym after you've been?
Yeah, I think it's a different type of gym.
It's difficult.
Probably everybody thinks you're going in gym lifting weights and doing that. I think when there's a week game, as in Saturday and Saturday, we'll do two days in the gym, probably more leg weights and jumps and squats and stuff. And then sometimes we'll go to David Lloyd, won't we, after a game?
So a lot of it is injury prevention as well.
Yeah.
Going in just to keep your muscles ticking over, really. But
I don't think it's about going in and and lifting weights and getting big because you can't really move as.
It's more about just
quick.
Staying strong, really.
Yeah.
Keeping everything strong.
So a few times a week in the gym, yeah.
Good stuff. Whenever I see any of the lads in David Lloyd, they're always on a watt bike. That seems to be the weapon of choice.
Yeah, it's more. I think when people go to David Lloyd, it's more recovering, and they'll go there, use the pool, so on a steam room jacuzzi, because I think it's nice to go in after a game and relax. Get a few.
I was always a big fan of lifting weights, obviously. So.
Yeah, look at you.
You can tell.
Popeye.
Hey.
Apart from Bristol, Dave Sanders wants to know, apart from Bristol City, who do you support? Obviously Man City, Cal.
Manchester United.
You're a United fan?
Yeah, yeah.
How did this come about?
I don't know really.
From Oxford.
When I was younger, my dad, one year we had a season ticket and we just went for that year, and it was a bit of a journey. I'd say it was like 3 hours to get there, so I think it got a bit too much. So since then, I've always checked out, but it's always a bit different now, isn't it?
When you're involved in football, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, you keep a lookout
because
for
you're
results.
more involved in your club.
Yeah.
So that's your number one team that you support and want to do well, and kind of just listen in the background how your team's getting on. So.
And do you look back at your old teams? Do you look back at Oxford United and see how they're getting on, or is
A little bit, really. Yeah.
It's hard not to with you're watching football every day and
of course.
highlights on and stuff. So it's hard not to. You just have a quick look.
Yeah.
Scotty?
The call should be alright, because there seems to be a lot of people in Bristol support Man United, so they never go to the games. So. But no, I'm an Aberdeen fan. Aberdeen's my team. Okay. I've actually got 3 teams.
Go on.
Was that allowed?
Go on.
Right, Aberdeen, obviously, because I'm from Aberdeen. Bristol City, obviously, because I've been here a long time. And then the mighty Liverpool.
I don't understand how you're a Liverpool fan.
Well, because I'm
just
actually
throwing a
half
few-
Scouts, am I? Alright, see, so I'm all right. So there you go, half Scouts, mate. Top of the league.
Shambles.
There you go.
Hello to Claire Geraghty. Hello. My son Jack was given a surprise tour on Saturday by Dean. He saw 2 hairdryers in the shower area. He was told only 2 players actually use them. Can you please put him out of his misery and tell him which players it is that blow dry their hair? He's been guessing ever since.
Definitely one's going to be Marlon, is that? I would think.
Nicky.
Nicky Moonper.
Really?
No.
David Coles. You.
Actually, I gave Claire's son the match ball on Saturday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't really know. It was Horner Magnuson was the worst.
Yeah.
Really?
Before and after games, he's in there.
Does Matty use it?
He clips his up, does
Matty
he?
Taylor does use it. Marlon did used to, but he's got a bit of short hair now, so he's not. I use it occasionally. I don't think anyone really
Bakes.
No,
he leaves it, doesn't he?
No, Pato doesn't really.
Maybe.
I don't think many people
so
really
Scotty's
use
looking round because all of the spaces here have
have
the name tags above, so they're just looking around the room, which is why they're all looking around the top. Whilst you're doing that, there is a large sway of people wanting you to sing your songs. So can we, in the dressing room, get you to sing your songs?
Oh, this could be fun.
Josh, go on.
What, sing my song?
Yeah,
do
you know your song?
I'm sorry, I don't actually know your song. I just hear the Josh Brownhill bit. Like.
I think it's na 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 na. Hey, Joshy Brownhill.
Joshy Brownhill.
I think so. I don't know.
Joshy.
Josh or Josh, I don't know. I think it's that.
Very good.
No, so basically just
Happy with
for us
that?
to embarrass ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure that was probably a question. I think Downsy's made that
Downsy
one
just said
himself.
it.
It's genuinely there.
Just to get you lads to sing.
Go on, Cal, yours now.
Yeah,
Don't
your
go
turn.
away.
Mate, I'll help
What's
you
yours?
with yours.
I'll help.
Oh.
What is it again?
Callum, I down, runs down the wind.
There
I
you
did
go.
enjoy that one actually.
Did you have a favourite?
Yeah, well, I had the same one, yeah.
Go
Go on.
Scott, Super Scotty Murray.
Oh, that's so nice.
Super Scotty
What
Murray.
a bad
And my
song.
little boy, actually, we go shopping, right? My little boy will sing it in the shops to embarrass me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honestly, and then I'll run out.
Actually, while we're on you, Alan Dursley wants to thank Scotty for all his time and being a lovely guy.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
So there
I'll
we
give
go.
his money later.
How much
Little
did you
bribe
pay
in
him?
there, little bribe, thank you.
Yeah.
This is the Robin's Nest. We are live here in the dressing room on the Bristol City sofa. It's our first vodcast after a minor technical glitch. Now we are absolutely firing on all cylinders. There is just a little bit of time left for questions. If you want to get in touch, please do so. Don't forget, of course, we are here on Saturday as well. Please get your tickets at bcfc.co.uk. And a quick reminder that if you do become a Forever Bristol City member, then you get a free ticket as well. Back to the FA Cup then, of course. And it is an excitement. We've heard who we're playing is going to be Bolton. Those tickets, of course, are going to be on sale as well. But we're also looking at the 25th anniversary of something very special, and that was, of course, the FA Cup win over Liverpool. So the club are going to be putting out some details very shortly indeed about some special anniversary events, bcfc.co.uk for that one. But the situation is, so there's a special goal, isn't there?
Well, are you going to show the goal, or do you want me to talk you through my little story, or?
I want you to, so should we do the goal and the story at the same time?
Go on then.
Okay, let's take a look at this very special Bristol City moment.
So what's happened? At this point, I'd been at Liverpool on trial about 2 weeks before. We played at Anfield, I scored against Leicester, won 1-0. So here's me, I've gone back to Scotland expecting to sign for Liverpool. Then this happens. Bryan decided to put it in the top corner. A couple of days later, Graham Souness got the sack. Ruined my boyhood dream of signing for Liverpool. So, and ever since then, he's been good mates with me. So, and just to make it even worse, he decided to make me best man at his wedding. So,
Oh, really?
Thank you, Bryan. I really appreciate everything you've done for me, mate. Yeah, thank you.
They were some shirts, weren't they? So you were his best man?
I was the better man.
Did you stitch him up in the speech?
Well, no, I didn't. I just got him extremely drunk, so I couldn't get him to any mischief. No, so yes, so Bryan actually ruined my, probably ruined my Liverpool career.
Ruined
Thank
your
you.
career. Well, that special anniversary is up and coming, so as I say, keep your eye on all of the club's social media and the websites for more details. Right, we have got about 2 minutes left, so we're going to try and get back to some of these questions. Luke Jones, this is great, lads. Scott, how close are you to Tinian nowadays, and how much do you owe your success to his passes back in the day?
Hold on, is that Bryan has actually put that? Tins has actually asked that question, isn't it? So, what do I owe Bryan? Well, my Liverpool career for a start. But no, Tins he was brilliant to play with. I think he made my job very easy. I think so. I think if he could probably run as quick as I could, then he'd have played in the Premier League. I think his passing was phenomenal.
Good stuff. Jacob Hopes wants to ask the boys your favourite meal. If you could only eat one meal forever, Josh, what would you eat?
Oh, scrambled egg on toast with Cajun.
Is it?
On the scrambled egg, yeah, I think.
What sort of bread are we talking about here?
Just normal white bread.
Normal white bread.
I think that's, at the minute, I think that's what I have all the time, really. It's
Are you allowed to eat normal white bread?
How do you make a scrambled egg? In the pan or
in the
the
pan,
microwave?
yeah, in the pan has to be.
Agree, yeah.
Bit of Cajun,
Absolutely.
like powder on top. Yeah, I think that's probably a meal I'd have every day if I could.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that surprises me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you'd be a steak man. I don't know why. Cal, favourite meal?
Do you know what? I like a good lasagna at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, when we went to Stoke.
But we do have a meal that we like, that we cook, don't we? That's probably up there with our favourite.
Yeah, I think it was just when we went to Stoke in the hotel.
Oh,
we
no,
had
that lasagna was
we were messing about all the time, but no, I'd probably say lasagna. What were you going to say?
What do we normally have when we cook?
we cook?
Yeah. Pasta.
What, the pasta? Oh yeah. We always have like a chicken and chorizo, don't we?
Yeah, chicken and chorizo pasta.
So. Yeah, pasta bake, carbs before a game, bit
Carb
of veg.
right up, innit?
Bit of veg on the side, so.
That's another favourite, isn't it?
That's like a Josh and Callum special.
Special thing.
Yeah.
So when you release the video, the DVD, the book, that's going to be in it.
Yeah, that's the meal. Yeah.
What are you eating at the moment?
Just anything warm, really.
Anything you get your hands on.
Just anything. I think, as you can probably tell by my diet, I'll eat most things, but
Mackie.
anything without salad.
Okay.
I mean, I like a good steak with peppercorn sauce and everything on it, so not bad.
Big steak, man.
How about you? What do you eat?
Too much, that's why. Alan Ager, can you ask Josh if he liked the pictures of his shirts? My son Jack gave him on Boxing Day, and he asked me, what do you think, what he's done with them? What do you think?
Yes, they're in my place actually. My mum was a really big fan of my mum seeing them and my little sister, and mum was probably more impressed. Yeah, as well. They're actually on the side table in my bedroom underneath like my TV and stuff. I have stuff on there and there. So thank you very much for that.
Question answered. Done. And let's do one more. Scotty, the best gaffer you've ever worked under?
Is that the gaffer that's actually put that one on, is it? No, to be fair, I enjoy working under every single one of them, to be fair.
Political.
Oh, you can't say you got to pick one.
Come on, mate.
Political.
Come on.
You got to pick one.
I enjoyed every single one of them.
Of course.
Definitely.
Can't believe you dipped it. Very good. All right. So thank you very much for watching. We've come to the end of our time now, but what we'd really like you to do is comment below and tell us what you've liked, what you'd like to see more of, and perhaps who you'd like to see on the next podcast as well, which are the special guests from the team that you would like to see on the Bristol City Sofa. How have you found being the first guests on the Vodcast? How have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Good company. Yeah, it's been nice. Yeah, enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
Really enjoyed it. Felt very comfortable. Yeah, it's been a good laugh.
Rate our guests.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
Yeah,
Good
definitely.
start.
Both?
Yeah, it's a good start. Yeah.
Good.
Take
And,
that.
hopefully get these sofas out for the game Saturday.
Oh, God, yeah.
I need to put some
Ooh,
kit out
bit of an
here.
issue. Don't forget all your tickets at bcfc.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you will be able to watch it again. We will upload the whole thing to YouTube. You'll be able to see it on the Bristol City website as well. But from all of us here in the Robin's Nest, for now, good night.
Bye.